welcome to aclaireytale. I hope you're all doing well. I'm currently filming this just before I go to work, so it's quite early and there's lots of lorries and tractors going past this window. So if you hear beeping noises and loud bangs, that's them. There's still a lot of construction going on in my new house nearby, so that's that. But I really wanted to just jump on and talk to you about my upcoming trip. I posted on Instagram whether you'd like me to talk to you about what plans I've got and things like that, and loads of you said yes, so thank you for that. And if you're not following me on Instagram, it's just aclaireytale, just how it's spelled on YouTube. Go follow. I'll put the link in the description as well, because I'm going to post loads of things on there, loads of Insta stories of my whole trip this time. So for those of you who don't know, I am going to Florida in 3 days. It's Wednesday right now and I fly on Easter Saturday, so I'll try and edit and get this up today or maybe tomorrow. Today or tomorrow, but Saturday I fly, which is so soon now. I'm so excited. I know I've just got back. A few of you know I went in February a few months ago. Simon and I did a little trip. It was our first trip in a year and we hadn't been on holiday, so I didn't go too mad on the content. I didn't do any Insta stories at the time, and my vlogs I think I filmed every day, maybe about 3 days out of the 2 weeks I didn't film. So there's some fun vlogs coming from that trip soon. I've just got 2 more CRP vlogs to go up first. I've got a day I met up with Emma and then my last day, which was a staycation. So just 2 of those, then the Feb vlogs will come, and then by the time I get back I can start editing the April vlog. So I'm hoping you'll like to see all that Disney content. But when it comes to April, yeah, I've got my phone, I'll tell you what sort of things we've got planned for the trip. But when I say plans, I'm just going into my Disney Experience app to tell you what I've got planned for certain days. I am going with my mum and dad this time. Simon's got exams and he couldn't get time off work, so it's just going to be me. And then my parents are actually already in Florida right now and I'm just gate crashing their holiday. My mum sent me a really cheap flight. When your parents send you a cheap flight like that, I just couldn't say no. The way I justified it, I mean, I shouldn't have to, but just in case, I thought, well, it is my birthday this year. It's a special birthday. It was my 30th and I just put my Centre Parks vlog up, so I hope you saw that. And I thought, instead of buying a Dooney and Bourke bag, which I was going to do in Feb, I thought I'll just get a flight instead. It's the same price. So I bought a flight instead and I'm going to have a nice little stay with my parents, make some memories, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? So let's start, shall we? The day I land, which is Saturday, the 20th, probably not going to be doing much. Taco Bell, maybe have a snack, Mountain Dew. Oh, Mountain Dew on tap, love it. Then probably Target, get some food in for breakfasts, things like that. I'll do a villa tour if you'd like to see that. I always do sort of show the villa in all my vlogs, but if there's anyone new, I'll do that for you. Sunday, my first full day, we're going to go for breakfast at the Gaylord Palms, my mum, dad and I. If you haven't heard of the Gaylord Palms, it's just a beautiful hotel. It's got like wildlife in there, loads of trees, and it's like a little tropical paradise. It's beautiful in there. My mum, dad and I actually stayed at the Gaylord Opry House, I think it was called, in Nashville. We loved that stay and I just remember waking up and seeing all the rainforest out my window. It was beautiful. But yeah, Orlando has one and we always love to have a little walk around, and if you get breakfast there or eat lunch, or if you just eat in one of their restaurants, the parking is free, so that's a little tip there. Otherwise you have to pay for parking when you go in. So we're going to make sort of a morning of it, look around the hotel, just have a nice little wander around that, go for breakfast. So I'll film all that. I've never filmed in there before, I don't think. Well, the last time I was there, Simon and I wasn't vlogging then. So yeah, it'll be really fun to show you that. Then in the evening, we're thinking of going to Animal Kingdom. I've got a few fast passes booked for later on, from about 5 o'clock onwards. I've got Navi River cruise, I've got a safari, and I've got dinosaur. So I thought we might as well go with Animal Kingdom is kind of closest to where we live, so it's the easiest one to sort of nip in and nip out. It's so hard for something like Magic Kingdom, you can't really nip in and out of there with it being having to go to ticketing transportation and getting a monorail or a boat across. It just takes a bit more time. So whenever we fancy just to nip in somewhere, Animal Kingdom's usually the easiest to do that with. And Simon and I in February didn't go to Animal Kingdom at all, so really looking forward to going there and wanted to do it pretty early on. I think we'll go again later in the holiday as well, because I want to do Flight of Passage. I've not done it for ages. Then on the Monday, I'm hanging out with my good friend Josh. We don't really know what we're gonna get up to yet. The only thing we want to do for sure is Happily Ever After in the evening, the fireworks, because that's another thing I didn't do in February. So I really want to do that. Josh actually suggested on that Monday to have a little fun sort of Instagram polls saying, I don't know, Animal Kingdom or Epcot, and then get you guys to vote, and then we go to whatever wins, or like Space Mountain or Splash Mountain, and you choose which ride you want me to film. And we just thought we'd have a little fun with that. I mean, if 4 of you vote and my mum, that's fine. It'll just be a bit of fun. So if you are around on Instagram on Monday, definitely vote, and yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Then on Tuesday, we've booked Be Our Guest breakfast. So Mum, Dad and I are going to Be Our Guest for breakfast. They've not been to Be Our Guest for ages, so they said that's something they really fancy doing. Then in the day, I think I've got some fast passes. What have I got? Space Mountain, Dumbo, of course, and Haunted Mansion, because that's one of my dad's favourites. All early on, because then the best tip for fast passes is get them booked early, so then you can keep making them throughout the day. Or we might even change our mind and leave the park, and we just want to be really casual. I don't want to be too structured and get stressed out and stuff. We just want to have a nice relaxing time. So maybe after those 3 fast passes we leave, or we create new ones, stay there. We'll see what happens on that day. Tuesday we are thinking of going to Winter Park, or is it Winter Gardens? I always get those two mixed up. I think it's Winter Park. Wait, let me check Mum's text. Yeah, Winter Park. Mary sent me a few recommendations for Winter Park, but if anyone has any sort of restaurant, cafe, bakery recommendations, let me know. Winter Park is beautiful. I've been there a few times, but I've never vlogged, so I'm going to take you along this time. It's gorgeous there. Winter Park's a nice sort of getaway from the Disney bubble as well. It's really nice there, so I'm looking forward to taking you there. Then we are going to Epcot, and we've booked Chef de France. The annoying thing is, I know I've only just put up a vlog of Chef de France, but actually that was a year and 2 months ago now. But because I've put it up recently, my parents saw it and were like, oh yeah, we had such a great time there, we should go again. So that might be a bit of a repetitive vlog, but at the same time, 2 times in the same restaurant, it's never the same, is it? Sometimes you order different things, or you're in different area, you've got different server. It's always a different experience. So I am looking forward to doing that again. And for those who missed that vlog, you get to see it, and it's as if it's new. So we're doing Chef de France, but I've not got anything else booked that day. So we'll probably look around World Showcase, go on a few rides. Oh, sorry. I think, oh, I just recorded a voice memo to my mum on her message. Right, let's cancel that. Yeah, so that'll be really nice day in Epcot, and it's Flower and Garden. Although I did see it in February when we were last there at the end of Feb, they were just putting it all out. It'll be nice to see it in full force, see all the beautiful topiaries. We might go for a few food and drink bits. We'll see. Depends how hungry we get after Chef de France. Another thing we'd like to do is go to CityWalk. We love just wandering around there. We haven't got Universal tickets or anything, but it's just nice to walk around. We'll probably go to Margaritaville, because that's something my parents and I always do. And oh, I really want to go to Voodoo Donuts as well. When I went to Denver, we did a Denver road trip, and we went to Mount Rushmore, all that sort of stuff. On the way to Denver airport, we went to this Voodoo Donuts place, and it was the most insane place ever. And then suddenly it's in Orlando, so I don't feel as special anymore that I saw it in Denver. But I really want to go back, because I'll always remember this one donut. It had little M&Ms on top, mini ones, and it is the best donut I've ever had ever. And they have them in this Orlando one, so I want to try it there and see how my memory is. The only reason we didn't go in Feb was because Simon and I were going to Dunkin' so much that the thought of another donut in the day, where we were like, no, we don't don't need another one. So hopefully with my parents we'll go and see what that's all about. We also want to do a little boat ride from Disney Springs, maybe go to Saratoga Springs, go to Riverside, look around the hotels. We love doing things like that, just having a little wander around. We definitely want to go to Boardwalk as well, because that's one of our favourite places to go to. I've said it so many times in vlogs. It's just a little wonder. I love Boardwalk. There's a shop that has loads of different things in there. The bakery there is stunning. We just like to sit back and watch all the boats go back and forth from Epcot to Boardwalk to Hollywood Studios. We just really like that. Speaking of Hollywood Studios, one of the days we're definitely doing that because my parents haven't seen Toy Story Land yet, so we're going to do that one day. All our usual haunts as well. Celebration. My parents love this walk around the back of Celebration Lake. I have filmed it before, but it was a while ago now, so I'll film it again, show you guys the fun little walk you can do. We'll probably go for lunch or a Starbucks there. Then when it comes to off-site restaurants, all my faves, Applebee's, Chick-fil-A, we'll go to Cracker Barrel. I received a lovely Cracker Barrel voucher off Jen. Thank you so much, Jen, and I will be using that on this trip. My parents will be very happy with that, so we'll go for dinner one of the nights there. Where else? I think, do you know what? I'm going for 10 days and I think I've just filled up those 10 days. And I've said this whole time I want to be really relaxed and try and maybe have a day by the pool. But I feel like that's not going to happen because I've just got all these plans that I'd like to do. I think that's what happens when you're in the UK. You're dreaming of all these things you want to do. You put them in motion and then realise that you've left no chill days. Maybe if there's a day where we can, so say for example the Winter Park day, we could always go later on in the afternoon, have a nice little morning by the pool. There's plenty of hours in a day, we can work it out. Actually, I've missed out Margaritaville as well. When Simon and I went in February, we weren't allowed to park up and go in because there was some sort of event going on. So Mum, Dad and I definitely are going to go to Margaritaville as well. As in, not the one in CityWalk, the resort, the big resort that they're building on the 192. You're allowed to go around it now, so we'll go and check that out and I'll film all that so you can see what that's all about. I'm sure there must be other things that I'm forgetting too, but there'll be loads of things we do off the cuff, so make sure you stay subscribed and follow my Instagram stories, see what we get up to. But thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to get all these videos up. The next video will be my penultimate CRP vlog, so stay around for that. Oh, something else I want to do as well. I was thinking of doing like a live YouTube video while I'm out there, maybe by the pool or something. So let me know what you think about that. I've never done it before, so I don't quite know how, but I'd love to do something like that because I've watched people do it before. I've watched Charlotte Ruff's done loads of little live videos and Disney chats, and it's always really enjoyable, so I thought I might partake in that. So let me know what you think below about doing that. So like this video if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you along for the ride. Bye!